MLB Network's coverage of Major League Baseball is on the air. A good one on tap for you this afternoon between the Seattle Mariners and the St. Louis Cardinals. It's Interleague Baseball on MLB Network. Jack Flaherty, the California-born right-hander, is on the mound. Dan, any thoughts?
Well, with a guy like him, you're just looking for quality innings. Usually he'll give you 6 or 7, and he keeps the team in the ballgame. And when you think about it, what else do you really want from your starter? He's capable of shutting a team down and dominating, but that's not what's expected of him all the time.
Digging in now, Shed Long. And we are ready for some daytime baseball.
Second baseman, Shed Long.
First offering on its way. And afternoon baseball on MLB Network is underway.
First pitch, 1 o'clock.
The 1-0 home. And now this misses as well as he's behind the leadoff man this afternoon. 2-0 now. 2-1 count now to the Mariners leadoff batter. Now the 2-1. And a little off to begin the afternoon as it's to 3-1 now. Clear skies this afternoon. 84 degrees is our first pitch temperature. The 3-1 pitch. High in the air out to center field. Bader is right there, 1 down.
Batting second, the shortstop, J.P. Crawford.
Digging in now for the Mariners, J.P. Crawford. Lifetime against this particular arm. Just a couple of matchups, no hits in 2 at-bats. Drops in a strike to start the at-bat. 0-1. Time for a look at the umpires working this one. Behind the plate is Darryl Parker.
Well, Dero, Darryl Parker behind the dish, and you never really know what you're going to get from this guy.
Yeah, sometimes, and I'd hate to be mean and say he flips a coin back there because that's not the case. But as an offensive player, you have to find a consistent zone. You just can't.
Bases are empty, 1 man out. One and two, the count to the Mariners shortstop. Swinging a hard hit ball down the line in right. And this will find the wall deep in the corner.
No mistake what he was sitting on. Fastball middle of the plate, kept his hands back, stayed through the baseball, and delivers a hard hit line drive.
Here's the third baseman now, Kyle Seager, as he pops the first pitch foul behind the plate. Man at first for him following the 1-out single. Seager behind with an 0-2 count. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch.
The count is 1-2. Ball. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
swing and a miss as they got him with the slider there. 2 away.
One thing to know is not all strikeouts are created equal. Right there, he goes down on strikes, but he really made that guy on the mound work for it. And when you're doing that in the first inning, it can have an effect on how deep he's going to be able to go into this start. There's a big difference between that and going down on 3 or 4 pitches.
And that'll bring in Tom Murphy as the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball. 1-0. He takes his first cuts in this one with a man at first and 2 away. The 1-0 finds the zone, strike 1. Crawford, the runner at first with 2 gone. A ball and 2 strikes to the Mariners catcher.
1 and 2.
Tough pitch to lay off there, but he did, and it's even up at 2 and 2. Fouled off.
Looked like he was cheating a heater right there. A little bit too far out in front. Got to find a way to keep his hands back.
A swing and a miss as he chased with 2 strikes, and that will retire the side. Mariners leave 1, and now the Cardinals get their first shot at it here. No score. Marco Gonzalez is ready to go as he'll be on the mound for the Mariners. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Hey, we're going to get a chance to look at a guy that is a little bit up and down throughout points of his career. A career ERA just over 4. When he's good, he can be really good. And when he's bad, well, let's just say he can be pretty bad at times. But it'll be interesting to see which one we see. He's a little bit of Jekyll and Hyde. Hopefully he's going to be a little bit more Jekyll than Hyde in this one here today.
First offering on its way. Swing and a line drive. Foul. He's set. Here's the 0-1. Bounce to first. Scooped up. He'll take it to the bag himself, and the leadoff man is gone here to start the home first.
Batting second, the third baseman, Matt Carpenter.
So the base is empty here with 1 away, and that'll bring up the sweet swinging Matt Carpenter. First pitch of the at-bat on its way.
Hey!
Here's the 0-1. A bouncer to the left side. There is Seager. Throw on to first will get him. Score at 5-3 on the putout, though it looked more like a 6-3 ground ball. Nevertheless, there are 2 away now. And that brings up Paul Goldschmidt. No one aboard for him, and 2 gone here in the first. He's set, and the pitch.
Nope. Outside.
The 1-0. Hit hard back up the middle, and that finds its way through for a base hit.
Nice execution right there, Dan. Kept his front shoulder in, kept his hands inside the baseball, and ripped the base hit up the middle.
And if you're a pitcher right there, you can't get discouraged. Sometimes even when you make a good pitch, the ball's going to find a hole somewhere. That one right up the middle.
So Paul DeYoung digs in next as he'll take a look at a high strike that time. It's 0-1. He takes his first cuts in this one with a man at first and 2 away. DeYoung in an 0-2 hole here.
Boy, this is one of those ABs you like to hit the rewind button on. Put himself in a tough spot now, hitting with 2 strikes.
Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Strike 3 called as he can't get the bat off his shoulders. Side retired. One left for the Cardinals, and this is still a 0-0 ball game. Now at the plate, Kyle Lewis. He'll start things out in the top half of the second.
The left fielder, number 1, Kyle Lewis.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Here's a slider to start things out. Looked at for ball 1. A 2-0 count to the Mariners left fielder. Three and 0 now. There's Carlos Gonzalez. He waits on deck. The 3-0 pitch is in there for strike 1. The 3-1 is swung on and missed. A full count now.
He's probably frustrated with himself now after swinging at what should have been ball 4. Time for a deep breath.
And that misses for ball 4. So it's a leadoff walk here to start the second.
Well, that was a slider in a 3-2 count, and it just didn't tempt him enough to get a good swing. A good job of pitch recognition and knowing the strike zone to draw the free pass there.
Here's Carlos Gonzalez. First chance for him here with a man on following the leadoff walk. From the belt, kicks and deals. And he couldn't pull that one back as he clearly broke the plane to the plate, and that'll be ruled a strike. A bouncer to the left side. There's one, but no real shot at 2 as he's safe easily at first.
Definitely a risky and aggressive play from the pitcher there, but he made it work out. They've practiced plays like that a lot in spring training, so it paid off this time.
Next for Seattle, Evan White. First pitch on its way.
1-0.
White, 23 years old. He's in his rookie year here at the big league level. The 1-0 is offered at and missed for the first strike. No score here as we play inning number 2. Two balls and a strike to the Mariners first baseman.
You know he's probably cheating on that inside pitch after he got jammed earlier. If you're on the mound right now, you want to try to hit that outside corner, and there's a pretty good chance you'll get him to roll over something.
2 balls and a strike. Here it is. To 2-2 now. Tried to bury one down and away, but it's a full count now. 3-2.
We could see the runner in motion here on a 3-2 count with 1 out. There's a pretty good chance he's going to get a pitch to swing at, and if not, it's ball 4 anyways.
Now the payoff pitch home, and he misses with that one for ball 4. So that'll put runners on first and second now with 1 away.
We knew coming into this game that this guy has a tendency to give up a lot of free passes, and history repeats itself as he's already given up 2 walks here. I'll tell you, effectively wild is a pretty tough thing to be.
Stepping in, Malik Smith, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. From the stretch. Now the double steal is on here. Fouled away. Just the second inning, but already 37 pitches to this point. Now the runners take off again. Again, another foul ball. And the slider gets him swinging. 2 gone.
Big strikeout for the second out there, but he's not out of it yet. We'll see if he can feed off that K, wiggle out of the jam, and keep this game tied.
Into the box, Marco Gonzalez. And he puts it on the ground to second. Taken in by Wong. Throw on to first to be in time, and the Mariner rally gets turned away as the inning is over. A couple of walks, but no damage. Through an inning and a half, no score on MLB Network. Here's the catcher, Yadier Molina. He'll start us out here in the home half of the second. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch.
Nope. That's inside.
The 1-0 delivery. On the ground to third. Seager has it. And there's one down now.
Batting fifth, the right fielder, Dexter Fowler.
The next to bat for St. Louis, Dexter Fowler. He'll get to take his first cuts here. He's set. Here it comes. Hits the bottom of the strike zone here with the sinker. Strike one. And this is on the ground for JP. It's short. Reined in. Throw gets him. 2 down.
Batting seventh, the left fielder, Tommy Edman.
Digging in, Tommy Edman will try to make something happen with 2 gone in the bottom of the second. Here comes the first pitch. There's a swing, and he sends a ball high in the air into left field. And that is off the wall. And he'll make it to second base now with 2 gone.
Batting in, the center fielder, Harrison.
So a runner in scoring position with 2 men gone. And in to bat next, one of the fastest players in all of baseball, Harrison Bader. From the stretch, here's the pitch. Well outside with the curveball for a ball. Bader is a guy that has a lot of speed, no doubt about that. And while that's certainly a weapon for him offensively, it could be argued that it benefits him just as much on the defensive side of the ball, given the position he plays.
And not only just speed, but first step quickness speed. He's able to track balls down that other guys cannot get to. And sometimes that's half the equation.
The 2-0 pitch.
Hey.
Back up the middle and in for a base hit. The run comes across to score, and they jump ahead 1-0.
Boy, I don't know about that pitch selection right there, D-Roy. You have a base open with the pitcher on deck. Not very good pitching right there.
Dan, as a guy who hit 8th in the National League a time or two, nothing's more difficult than to try and mind meld with the pitcher and come up with a game plan when you know you got the pitcher on deck. Shocking that he was coming after him right there in that big spot, and he paid the price.
No balls and 1 strike. We're in the second with the Redbirds holding a 1-0 lead. There's a ball low. He misses with the changeup. Grounded softly down the line toward first, but a foul ball. 1-2 now. Has a look, now the pitch.
Swing and a miss at a big breaking ball, and that's how the inning comes to an end.
2 hits here in the inning lead to a run for the Redbirds. We'll go now to the top of the third. It's the Cardinals 1 and the Mariners nothing. Striding in, Shed Long. 0 for 1 here in the early going.
The second baseman, Shed Long.
Here's the first pitch to him.
Ball 1. That's ball 2.
And it's fouled away. And the pitch on 2-1. A swing and a miss there. 2-2. Good eye to lay off the slider there, and he works it to full 3-2 here. J.P. Crawford will be next. Into the windup, ready with the payoff pitch. And he lays off there, ball 4. So the leadoff man is on here to begin inning number 3.
Yeah, and as a starter, the last thing you want to do is let a team answer when your guys just scored a run for you. So he's thinking ground ball right here to try to get a double play and end this threat.
Striding into the box, J.P. Crawford, a base hit in his first trip.
Yeah, guys, still the only hit in this game so far. They've been pretty well shut down. Guys on the mound have really much controlled the whole outcome up until this point.
Below the knees, 1 ball, no strikes. Crawford, a California-born ball player. He's in his 3rd season as a major league player. The 1-0 is looked at for the first strike.
Hey, I don't mind that batter taking that strike right there. He's walked a couple people early in this game. Got to find out if he can find the zone. If he wants to walk them all in, we'll take it.
The 1-1.
Ball, that's in.
Boy, not exactly what you'd like as a pitcher. One of the keys is to minimize your pitches, attack the strike zone early, a lot of deep counts, and working himself into a lot of trouble.
He's running. Popped him up. Goldschmidt has a play. And he hauls it in for the first out of the inning.
Now batting, the third baseman, Kyle Seager.
So 1 gone in the inning here with a runner at first. And in to bat next, the third baseman, Kyle Seager. Has a look, now the pitch. And he fouls this one off. Runner at first here, 1 man out. Not close with that one. It's way above the strike zone.
That was a tempting pitch to swing at right there. A big power guy like this really wants something that he can elevate and drive out of the ballpark.
Outside with the fastball as the count moves to 2-1 now.
He's up in the zone a lot right now. Sometimes that can be effective, but I think you have to be careful with that, especially during a day game where the ball tends to carry a lot more.
Off-speed pitch misses here, and he runs it to 3-1.
Good job to work the count and put himself back in the driver's seat. Started off with 1 strike, and now he's got the count in his favor, 3-1.
Set. Here's the 3-1. Runners on first with one down. Fouled off. Oh, and this is swung on and missed. 4 strikeouts already, and that's out number 2.
Up next is Seattle.
Striding forward now, the Mariners cleanup hitter, Tom Murphy. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Fouled away. Two out with the man at first. And that misses downstairs for a ball. 1-1. Well above the letters with the fastball that time. And a big swing and a miss here. 2 strikes. Swing and a miss there on a late breaking slider as he set down on strikes for the second time this afternoon. 1 left for Seattle. They're on the short end of a 1-0 score. Bottom of the third now. Here's the second baseman, Colton Wong. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far.
Yeah, Matty, and it looked like a sinker in his last AB that got him to roll over. Kind of similar situation right here. Similar stuff on the mound. Look for them to try and get him to do exactly the same thing as his last AB. He's got to fight to get it elevated just a little bit more.
Try to bunt for a base hit here as he gets this one down. And a bit of a high throw that time, but no problem over there at first as they record the out.
Well, you know, he had a good idea right there. The infield was playing back, but it's not going to work out for him this time. That's a nice play to react, and they take care of him at first.
So 1 gone here in the St. Louis third, and that brings up Matt Carpenter. First pitch of the at-bat. Curveball, and that misses in the dirt for ball 1. 1 out, nobody on. And he watches one miss outside. 2-0 now. Down low, and the plot thickens here. 3-0. On deck, the powerful right-handed bat of Paul Goldschmidt. 3-0 pitch. And that misses as well. Ball 4, so it's a 4-pitch walk here.
Finally, up to this point, the entire lineup had been swinging at anything close, and this guy decides to show a little more patience at the dish and is rewarded with a base on balls. That was a good at-bat.
So a runner on first with 1 out now, and that'll bring up the big bat of Paul Goldschmidt. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Sends that one out of play for strike 1. A ball and a strike to the Cardinals' first baseman. Now the 1-1 pitch.
Count is 2-1.
Sitting in a good spot right here. 2-ball, 1-strike count is yet to see a fastball. Have to be sitting on one right here.
On a rope to the second baseman, but the runner is back in time to avoid the double play.
The batter, number 11, shortstop, Paul DeJong.
Now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Paul DeYoung. He got called out on strikes his last time through.
Yeah, he failed to pull the bat off his shoulder in that one, Matty. Down on 3 pitches, pretty much a wasted AB. This has to be a better effort.
First pitch is a changeup for a called strike. That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike. And there's a line drive, base hit to left field. Fortunately for him, though, no error on the bobble, and the runners will hold at first and second now.
Well, that's not a bad pitch right there. That's a pretty good sinker. He just happens to hook that one right into left field for a base hit.
Yeah, he got the bat head out right there, Dan, and was able to get that one to left field.
Yadi Molina digging in now, as he'll take a tough pitch on the outside part of the plate for strike one. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Not close with the off-speed pitch taken for a ball. Takes a look at a changeup there, and it's a ball and 2 strikes now. Here's the 1-2. The bouncer to the left side. On to first, and the Redbird rally goes for naught as that ends the inning. Cards strand a couple, but they're on top 1-0. So digging in now, Kyle Lewis. He'll lead things off here in this 1-run contest.
Kyle Lewis.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way.
Off the plate, ball 1.
That's wide, 2-0.
Like to see him be looking to the opposite field with this next swing. Pitcher's trying to work you away.
Outside and low, 3-0.
Great AB up until this point. A walk right here could really just infuse some confidence into this lineup.
And a good comeback there. It's 3-1. And it's fouled away. The 3-2 pitch. Now a swing and a ground ball for Wong at second. He's right there. Throw to first in time. 1 gone here in the 4th.
Now batter, the right fielder, Carlos Gonzalez.
Standing in, Carlos Gonzalez comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. Here's the pitch.
Nope.
Swing, line drive. That's going to be trouble. And now it'll rattle up against the wall. And he is in at second base with a 1-out double.
Not really much the pitcher can do about that one. He put the ball down in the zone where he wanted it, but it was just a solid piece of hitting. Goes down and gets it and pulls it into the corner for extra bases.
Yeah, as you know, Dan, sometimes the hitter just wins. At the plate, Evan White, as he lays off a fastball too low for ball 1. He drew a base on balls his first time up. Slider, but that's below the knees, and it's 2-0.
2-0.
Runner at second here with one man out. Too high, and it's 3-0. As a look, now the pitch. And that misses, ball 4. So with one out, that'll at least set up the double play possibility here that could get them out of the inning.
You know, it takes a lot of discipline to watch a pitch like that go by, but on a 3-1 count, he had the luxury of being a little bit more selective up there. Good take, and a walk is the result.
Now in the box, Malik Smith, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. From the stretch.
Hey, this is a left-handed hitter that can fly down the line. If they want to turn 2, they're going to have to be almost perfect.
Ready with the 0-1 pitch. Behind 0-2 now. Left side, but well fouled. No runs, 2 hits, and no errors in the game for the Mariners to this point. Now a swing, and he pops him up. And I believe, yes, the umpire signaling for the infield fly rule.
Now batting, the pitcher, Marco Gonzalez.
So now the pitcher for the Mariners, Marco Gonzalez. He's 0 for 1 thus far. First pitch of the at-bat.
That's out.
One and 0. Here it is. No runs, 2 hits, and no errors in the game for the Mariners to this point. And he pumps the fastball by him here. 1-2 now.
Hey, I know it's the pitcher at the plate, but he's going to grind it out right here. He's got a chance to help himself, and nothing's a bigger backbreaker to a team than watching the pitcher drive in a run.
Slider whiffed on for strike 3. A great pitch to put an end to the inning.
Mariners leave a couple. It remains 1-0. Ready to go in the bottom of the 4th. Stepping in for the Cardinals, Dexter Fowler. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. He's set, and the pitch. Just off the outside that time, laid off for a ball. In there, and it's even at 1. One and 2 now as that one's fouled off. Pitch on the way. Now a good pitch around the knees, but it doesn't quite catch the bottom of the zone. He did well to get a piece that time, and it'll stay 2-2.
Hey, you guys know me. Hitting's a process of elimination, and I'm eliminating the changeup this next pitch. I'm on everything else.
The 2-2 one more time. Gets him looking at the knees for the strikeout.
Well, I'm glad we get another look at that beauty of a pitch right there. You can't spot a sinker in a better location because even if you do get the bat on the ball, there's not a whole lot you could do with that. Textbook sinker.
In now, Tommy Edman. As the first pitch to him is swung on and missed for strike one.
Man, this guy's been incredibly efficient so far in this one, mostly because he's getting ahead. 70% of the batters he's faced, he's thrown a first pitch strike to.
Set to deliver the 0-1. Popped him up. Seager has room in foul territory. 2 down.
Now batting, center fielder, Harrison Bader.
So that'll bring in Harrison Bader, looking to follow up the RBI single from his first at-bat.
Yeah, and he's got to feel super confident right now. He's the only real offense in this game. Guys on the mound have been executing every pitch.
And that misses low and away, ball 1. And a changeup here, but that's taken low in the dirt for a ball.
Not even close with the 1-0. He needs to get back in the zone, but be careful. Work the quadrants.
Outside part of the plate, the changeup is in there.
Hey, he's got great feel for that pitch right there. He can throw it anytime he wants for a strike.
Could have been 3-1. Instead, it's 2-2.
In my opinion, one of the toughest pitches in the game to square up. Just a heavy sinker with good downward action.
Now another 2-2. Just off the inside corner, looked like a changeup. Payoff pitch on its way. Now here's a check swing, and they appeal down to first. No swing, so that's ball 4.
Man, you hate to give up a 2-out walk to anybody, but especially to a speed demon like him. Good chance he's running here, and good luck trying to stop him.
So in now is the Cardinals pitcher, Jack Flaherty, looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at-bat. From the belt, the pitch. And he lays off a pitch in there for the first strike. A runner on first with 2 away. Line softly toward the hole. And the pitcher's got himself a base hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
Hey, I'm not surprised right here this pitcher mixed in a knock. Playing in the National League, he gets way more opportunity to work on his craft from the offensive side of the ball. NL pitchers definitely have an advantage in these interleague games.
Here's Colton Wong now. As the sinker to him finds the zone for strike 1. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. And he falls behind 0-2. 2 down, runners at first and second. Swung on and missed, and that's the final out of the inning. Cards strand a couple, but they lead it 1-0. Welcome back to Busch Stadium as we send it down to Heidi.
Thanks, Matt. I talked with Mariners manager Scott Service during the break about his team's offensive performance so far, and flat out he was very pleased with the quality of their at-bats. He cited the 4 walks they've earned already as evidence that his guys are waiting for the right pitch and that they're willing to let the opposition work themselves into trouble. So far, that's paying off.
Thank you, Heidi. All ready to go in the top of the 5th. So back to the top of the Seattle lineup. Digging in, Shed Long. It was a walk in his last trip. first pitch of the at-bat.
That's a pitch he'd like to have back. You're not going to see very many pitches like that from a pitcher of this quality. I'm sure he'd like to have that one back to take a swing at it.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Fastball just misses. That's ball one.
That's not a bad pitch right there. That two-seamer moving away from a left-handed hitter. Didn't get the strike, but I like the idea behind the pitch.
The 1-1. Taken, strike two. And that misses 2-2. Now here's the pitch. And there's ball three on a breaking ball that misses away.
What a great battle to start this inning. What a great job by the leadoff hitter. He knows that this pitcher's starting to get up there in pitches. The manager's starting to get restless. Let's see if we can.
There's a swing and a ball hit in the air, and a ball that he got every stitch of, as that one, without a doubt, is gone. A solo shot down the line in right, and the Mariners have come back to make this a 1-1 game.
That ball was absolutely blasted. 113 miles an hour off the bat, according to Show Track. As you see the distance there, that's one that'll get people talking.
Genesis Cabrera, a 6'2" left-hander, jogs in to take over on the hill.
Genesis Cabrera.
And that'll bring in J.P. Crawford, as he'll try to hold back on the swing, but he went around for the first strike. He's 1 for 2 in this one. Oh, 0-2 the count to Crawford. Base is empty here with nobody out. Now a fastball here that'll wisely lay off, and it's 1-2. Here's the pitch. No offer at the curve that time, and it's knotted up at 2-2. Now here's the pitch. Here's a hard hit ball to the left side that'll be taken in out there at short. And that'll be the first out of the inning.
Now batter, third baseman, Kyle Seager.
Into the box now, Kyle Seager. 1 run in and 1 gone so far this inning. Outfield shaded toward right center. Here's the first pitch. He pulls this one into right. Fowler is back in plenty of time to put this away, however, and there are 2 gone.
Well, this one was squared up pretty good, but just like pitchers give up hits on well-executed pitches, batters make outs on balls they couldn't have hit much better.
Next will be the cleanup hitter, Tom Murphy. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. First pitch on its way. Curveball, and that misses in the dirt for ball 1. 2 out, nobody on. That evens it up 1-1. Well, they'll run this one in on him, and he can't connect, so he finds himself down 1-2 now.
He's staring a hat trick in the face right now after that swing. He has just got to find a way to zone up a little bit more. You cannot expect to make solid contact chasing stuff outside the zone.
Now a fastball inside, and he works it back to a full count now. Hit hard to the right side. Foul. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Down the third baseline. Carpenter with the slide. Got him. Mariners strike back to tie things on the solo home run. On to the bottom of the 5th. All even now at 1-1. Welcome back to Busch Stadium as we send it down to Heidi.
Thanks, Matt. In between innings, I was able to catch up with the manager of the Cardinals to discuss his thoughts on his lineup so far. And one thing he stressed to me was the need for them to have better at-bats when they've got runners on base. He acknowledged they're doing a pretty nice job of getting guys on, but they're struggling mightily to bring them around to score. There's not just one thing they can do to improve that, but he said it has to start with focus. Focus on execution and focus on not trying to do too much. We'll see if they can buck this trend going forward, guys.
The third baseman.
All right, Heidi, thank you. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. A ball and no strikes. Into the corner and slicing foul. The 1-1.
So you'd love for him to offer at that one, but the execution was flawless. Nice curveball that starts in the zone and breaks just out. Just a great take by the batter.
The bouncer to the left side. And the throw on to first will take care of him. So he's thrown out by the only man standing on the left side of the infield. 1 away.
The first baseman, Paul Goldschmidt.
Here's Paul Goldschmidt now. A hit in 2 tries so far. First pitch of the at-bat. The bouncer to the left side. Seager with the bare hand. He is out.
The batter, the shortstop, Paul DeYoung.
So bases are empty here with 2 gone, and that'll bring in the Illinois State product, Paul DeYoung. First pitch on its way.
Ball. Ball 1, no strike.
The 1-0 home. Misses, ball 2.
No strike.
2 out, nobody on. And a sinker is over that time. It's back to 2-1.
Really feels like he's just on cruise control out there on the mound right now.
Boy, this is a tight one. You kind of get the feeling like the next team that scores is going to win this one.
All even now, 2-2. Now the pitch. 2-2 is a changeup that misses 3-2. Good battle here. This will be the 7th pitch coming up. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Gonzalez has a read on it. And that's the 3rd out. Down in order go the Cardinals. We've played 5 full, tied at 1 aside. Stepping up now, Kyle Lewis. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time.
Lewis.
First delivery to him on the way.
No, that's no.
And now the Cardinals get the bullpen working here. Both a lefty and a right-hander have stood up. Curveball inside corner, drops in for a strike.
He dropped that curveball in for a strike right there. But don't kid yourself, that's a dangerous pitch. He needs to start thinking about maybe working that back door, or that could get some serious damage done to it.
Ball taken there. 2-1 now. Now a swing and a fly ball. And it's a foul ball.
Hey, last 2 pitches back to back, off speed, then he's late on the fastball. He could pretty much do anything he wants right here on the mound.
Fastball called, strike 3, and there's the first out of the inning.
Great spot on that 2-2 fastball. You can't place it on the inside corner any better than that. And as a hitter, there's just not a whole lot you can do with that unless you're looking for it and time it just right. Love seeing a guy that can work the inside with his fastball.
At the plate now, Carlos Gonzalez, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. A hit in 2 at-bats for him at this point in the ball game. The 1-0 is taken, strike 1. Popped him up. Molina is there. And he makes the catch for the 2nd out.
The first baseman, number 12, Evan White.
Now batting, Evan White. It was a walk in his last trip. Here comes the first pitch. Not close with that one. It's way above the strike zone.
Obviously, the game plan wasn't to let this guy beat you right here. He's already walked twice, and that pitch out of the zone tells me they want nothing to do with him.
Now a changeup, but it misses just a little below the zone.
Boy, you don't see that very often out of a rookie. That's a 2-0 count, and both of those pitches were really close. This guy has a pretty good eye.
This is foul right side. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. He's fallen behind now, 3-1. A swing and a shot hit down the corner.
But it bends just foul into the second deck.
Too close for comfort, and he did a good job just to make contact. The next 3-2. Grounder down the line at 3rd. But this will get foul, so they'll do it again. 3-2. 8th pitch of the at-bat coming up. Good battle. Count remains full. The next 3-2. Swung on and missed. He got him on strikes. Mariners are down in order. Score remains deadlocked at 1. Digging in, Yadier Molina. He'll lead off for the Redbirds here in their half of the 6th inning.
I mean, Yadi, when he first broke on the scene, was a defender first and foremost. You can't say that anymore. I mean, he's evolved into a really, really nice offensive player.
1-0 the count. Now the pitch. Too much bite on the sinker, and he's behind 2-0 now. Hit on the ground down the first baseline, but this will get foul. 2-1. Now here's the pitch. Liner towards second. And that's in for a base hit. Make it a 1-for-3 game so far.
Now batting, the right fielder, Dexter Fowler.
Riding in once again, Dexter Fowler. He's grounded out and struck out in his 2 trips to the plate. First pitch of the at-bat on its way.
0-1, no strike.
Now an off-speed pitch gets the outside. It's a called strike. Good pitch there down below the zone. Got him to go after it.
Hey, you know the pitcher right now, he's looking for that best friend, that double play ball. This is where you have to really be disciplined at the plate and make sure that you get a pitch that's above the knees that you can get in the air.
A little roller toward the hole. And the off-balance throw gets him. Nice play for the out.
Now batting, the left fielder, Tommy Edman.
Stepping into the box, Tommy Edman. In his last at-bat, he popped out in foul ground.
Yeah, Matty, and I think that pop out was just a result of poor pitch selection. Got to see the pitch over the heart of the plate. He chased well out of the zone, and as a result, didn't really put a good swing on that.
No balls and a strike to count. The 0-1 on its way. Popped up. White in foul ground. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away.
Now batting, center fielder, Harrison Bader.
So 2 gone now in the St. Louis half of the 6th. And in to bat next, one of the fastest players in all of baseball, Harrison Bader. Hoping to keep it tied. Here it comes. Sinker gets the outside for a strike. Runner in scoring position at second with 2 down. Sets the target low here, and it misses 1-1. Fought off at the plate as it's chopped foul. And he lays off it to even the count 2-2. Sinker 3-2 now.
Some pitchers fall into the trap of giving in on 3 and 2 because they don't want to walk the guy. But with the base open, it's not the end of the world if you do. You still need to make a quality pitch.
2 out here and a runner at second. Throws him for strike 3, and that retires the side. Cards leave 1, still tied 1 apiece. So here's Malik Smith, 0 for 2 on the afternoon so far.
The center fielder, Malik Smith.
Here it comes.
0-1.
Now the 0-1.
1-1. Look out. 1-1.
And I believe they'll say he broke the plane, as yes he did. It's ruled a strike. And this is taken for a ball high and tight. 2-2. Pulled toward right center field. Long run for the center fielder. He's there and records the first out.
Now batting, the pitcher, Marco Gonzalez.
D. Gordon will move into the on-deck circle now to try to get something started here with 1 gone in the inning.
D. Gordon.
Right there for strike 1.
0-1's the count.
The windup and the 0-1. And he'll look at a fastball just off the black, and it's even at 1. One pitch is a curveball that misses, ball 2.
Hey, curveball that kind of backed up on him right there. Might have popped out of his hand just a little bit earlier than he intended.
Bases are empty, 1 man out.
Aye.
2-2. Grounded up the first baseline. And he'll step on first for the out. 3 unassisted.
The batter number 4, second baseman, Jed Long.
Trying to pick things up where he left off. Shed Long. He's coming off a solo homer in his previous trip.
It'll be interesting to see if they use that changeup in this at-bat. That last at-bat, that was a changeup he hit for a home run. I'm going to see if this time they don't go to more fastballs and curveballs.
Ball 1 to start the at-bat. And he fouls this one off. The 1-1. Pulled toward right center field. Bader will get there, and he puts it away to retire the side. 1-2-3 go the Mariners. Score remains tied 1-1. Taylor Gilbo gets the call from the pen to take over on the mound and start the home 7th.
Taylor Gilbo.
Rangel Ravelo is up off the bench as he'll be asked to get something started in the home half of the 7th. There's a strike at the knees, 0-1. Fouled off. Pulled the fastball down a little too much there. That's ball one.
Hey, that 0-2 fastball wasn't even close, but I'm hit right now. I'm still sitting on that heater.
Swung on and missed. Really fooled him that time for the first out.
Well, there's nothing like seeing a good power pitcher that has a good fastball. And what does he do? He just throws this good fastball right by, brings the express. No chance to put that ball in play.
Colton Wong will stand in. This will take a look at a slider here that finds the zone for strike one. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. Oh, 0-1, here it comes. And a pitch in the dirt as he lays off. It's 1-1. Changes up on him if that's in the dirt for a ball. 1 out, nobody on. And he misses again, ball 3.
Every base runner in a close game like this really matters, so you can't afford to be giving out free passes this late.
Grounded down the third baseline, but this will wind up foul as he runs the count full now. Pulled high in the air out to right field. Gonzalez has a read on it. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away.
The third baseman, number 13, Matt.
Digging in now will be Matt Carpenter. 0 for 2 for him to this point.
I think he's forgotten about sometimes, Matt Carpenter. When we talk about the best hitters in our sport, I think he's one of the more underrated offensive players.
Ball 1. Two out, nobody on. Good swing, just got to try and straighten that one out. The 1-1. Fouled away. The 1-2. Swing and a miss. Blew the fastball right by him, and the inning is over. 1-2-3 go the Cardinals. Score remains deadlocked at 1. Tyler Webb has been summoned from the bullpen as he'll do so to start the 8th.
Number 30, Tyler Webb.
Ready to begin the 8th. Stepping in and ready for another shot, J.P. Crawford.
J.P. Crawford.
First delivery to him on the way.
1-0.
Look into Molina, now the 1-1. And it's fouled away. Ball and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch.
I don't blame the pitcher one bit for trying to get the chase right there. He's been fouling everything off. He's still got the entire arsenal open to him, so we'll see what pitch he comes with next.
Fastball didn't miss by much, and it's a full count now, 3-2.
These are the kind of ABs, regardless of the outcome. You go back to the dugout as an offensive player, and your teammates are loving on you for making that pitcher work and battling it out.
And he can only battle for so long as he's finally set down here after an 8-pitch at-bat.
The third baseman, Kyle Seager.
Into the box now, Kyle Seager, as the first pitch misses high and inside for ball 1. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. The 1-0 home.
2-0.
Cardinals get the bullpen started here as a right-hander's up and warming. Ready with the 2-0. 3-0 now. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Three and 1.
Stealing that strike on 3-0 was important, but you don't want to miss over the heart of the plate in this situation. I gotta believe he's going to be way more aggressive right here.
He's set, and the 3-1 pitch, and he fouls this one off. Now the pitch. One out, nobody on. And he lays off, ball 4. Now the potential go-ahead run is on base here.
He's going to be pretty upset with himself about that 3-2 pitch. All you want to do in that count is make a competitive pitch, but that one wasn't even sniffing the zone, and he let him get away.
Now time is called, and we'll have a pinch runner at first, and that'll be a wise decision as he's the potential go-ahead run. So coming to the plate, Tom Murphy, 0 for 3 with a couple of strikeouts for him to this point in the ballgame. First pitch on its way. Possible go-ahead runs on first, 1 away. Who pulled the string and had him way out in front, a ball and a strike.
He struggled quite a bit at the plate in this one, so until he shows he can put a good swing on the ball, I don't think they're going to give him anything straight that he can handle.
The count now at 2-1. He's set, now the pitch.
That's ball 3.
Kyle Lewis is on deck. Possible go-ahead runs on first, 1 away. Can't keep that one fair, and now the count's full. Here's the 3-2. And he misses with it, ball 4, so the potential go-ahead run moves into scoring position now.
Well, it's obvious he wanted absolutely no part of the 3 or 4 hole hitters, but he's got to focus here because this guy in the 5 hole is just as dangerous.
Into the box, Kyle Lewis. No hits to this point. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Fastball only gets by him, a swinging strike.
Man, the Mariners have been looking for that big hit pretty much all game long. It remains to be seen if they can get it, but now sure would be a great time.
Grounder hit hard down the first baseline, but this will get foul for strike 2. From the stretch. And another foul ball. Looking for the K. Here's the pitch. And here's a swing and a miss. And that, folks, is a big out number 2.
It's been a really rough day for this lineup. There's really no other way to say it. Not a lot of good scoring opportunities, and when they've had them, like right now, it's just been an uphill battle for them to make anything positive happen.
Standing in now, Carlos Gonzalez. As with 2 away, he'll swing and miss at the first pitch. It's 0-1. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. Ready with the 0-1. Swing and a miss, and he's in the hole 0-2 now.
Hey, you got a runner in scoring position. It only takes one. I know he was out in front on that off-speed pitch right there, but this pitcher cannot get cute and leave something over the heart of the plate.
Fouled off. Two men are on with 2 men out. Well above the letters with the fastball that time.
Big spot right here. That's a great pitch to try and see if you could get him to fish outside the zone. He's still in the driver's seat right now, and I'd expect something else to miss off the plate.
1-2. Here it is. Fly ball out toward left center field. Left fielder is on the move, and he brings it down to end the inning as the go-ahead run is left stranded. Mariners leave a couple. Still tied 1 apiece. Tim Lopes will stay in the game, taking over at third base and batting in that 9 spot.
Third base, number 10.
Dan Altavilla is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th.
Number 53, Dan Altavilla.
Ready once again, Paul Goldschmidt. He'll get things started now in the bottom of inning number 8.
Paul Goldschmidt.
First offering on its way. And he throws the fastball by him here. 0-1. And it's 1-1.
1 ball, 1 strike.
A 1-1 is in there for strike number 2.
Hey, there aren't too many power hitters in the game that would let that pitch go by.
Swing and a miss on the slider, and that's out number 1.
Classic slider down and away for the strikeout there. Not a whole lot to say about that pitch that hasn't been said a million times already. That's just a real tough pitch for a hitter to pick up out of a pitcher's hand, so they end up chasing when they're in protect mode.
So that brings in the power-hitting middle infielder Paul DeYoung. As the first pitch to him runs a bit inside for ball 1. Bases are empty, 1 man out. And this one's on the inside corner, 1-1.
Nice adjustment out on the mound. Overthrew the first one a little bit, but got on top and let that ball rip right out in front of him.
Fastball taken, but that gets the zone for a strike. And down in the Mariner bullpen, it looks like a right-hander's up to throw. And he he strikes him out as well. So make it back-to-back punch-outs here to the first two men he faces out of the bullpen.
That was a big strike out there, guys. The best pitchers have the ability to strike guys out when they really need to. And that second out was really important at this point of the game. Could be something we look back on later when the game's over.
To the plate now, Yadier Molina, as he'll take a look at ball one. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. One ball, no strikes.
Ball, inside.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Fouled away. Into the windup. The 2-2 pitch. And it's fouled away. Off-speed pitch in the dirt as he takes it for a ball. Popped up. Lopes is underneath this one as he tucks this one away to retire the side. So they breeze through this half of the inning. 9th inning coming up. All tied at 1-1. Ryan Helsley will be on the mound to start the 9th inning, and his job will be keeping the ball game tied until the bottom half.
Ryan Helsley.
Now at the plate, Evan White. He went down on strikes last time up.
Yeah, and kind of shocked he got blown away with a fastball. You could tell he was late on that one, and we'll see if he tries to cheat to something this AB.
9th inning begins as the first pitch is taken for ball one. And maybe a little frustrated on the mound here as the fastball misses for ball 2 now. The pitch. This one skied out toward right. Fowler on the run. He gets there and makes the play for the first out.
Now back, the center fielder,
Malik Smith the next to hit. It was a flyout for him in his last trip.
And with his speed, he's one of those rare guys who you'd actually like to see keep the ball on the ground. You can't beat out a fly ball in this game.
And he starts the number 8 hitter with a strike, 0-1.
Hey, love the pitcher attacking the zone right here. He knows he's got a patient hitter at the plate. Might as well steal that first strike.
Just a bit late, and he's fallen behind 0-2. 1 out, nobody on. And he fouls this one off. Now another 0-2. Fouled off. Another 0-2 coming. This one's outside, quite a bit off the plate that time.
I can't blame him one bit out on the mound. I'm shocked he didn't pick up the rosin bag and see if he could get a foul ball on that one. He had to see if he would swing way outside the zone.
A breaking ball swung on and missed, and he's set down for the second time this afternoon.
Boy, that's really disappointing for a guy that has wheels, right? All he wants to do is get on base and take advantage of the strength of his game, which is his speed. But with the strikeout right there, you can't get on first base if you strike out.
Austin Nola will get the call here as he'll hit for the pitcher.
number 23. Austin Nola.
And a curveball drops in there for strike one. Nola, a native of Louisiana, the Bayou State. He was a 5th-round pick during the first-year player draft of 2012.
Hey, nothing has been handed to this guy. Drafted in the middle rounds, and he has found his way in the big leagues. This has turned out to be a really nice pick.
1-1 the count. Even at 1-1 the pitch. Helsley comes at hitters with a good hard fastball, one that's certainly fun to watch.
He's a throwback to kind of guys that he likes his fastball. It's a good fastball, not the best fastball in the game, and he's not afraid to throw it. And you know what else, Matty V? He goes right at the hitters.
Line toward the gap in left center. A dive, and oh, he can't hang on. He'll get it into second. The tag, and they'll get him at second. And with that, the side is retired. Mariners are down in order. Score remains tied 1-1. Carl Edwards Jr. comes on to work on the mound, hoping to send this one into extra innings.
Number 16, Carl Edwards Jr. Leading up for the Cardinals, the right fielder.
Here's Dexter Fowler now, as he'll take a breaking ball too low, and it's 1-0. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. The 1-0 pitch is swung on and missed, and that's strike one. Now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. The 1-1 home. Pulled toward right center field.
Waiting on it is Smith.
Looks it into his glove, and there's one gone.
Up next for the Cardinals, the left fielder, Tommy Edman.
Digging in to try it again, Tommy Edman is working on a 1-for-3 thus far. Here comes the first pitch. Good breaking ball, but he missed inside with it. A ball and a strike. Bases are empty, 1 man out. And he gets a piece here as this ball is fouled away. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
He might have to look for a different way to put this guy away on 2-2. He's already seen the curveball a couple of times, so he might be looking for it.
And now pitch on the way. And he lays off, so it's full now, 3-2. You see a right-handed batter waiting next, but he could very well be pulled back as the situation dictates. 3-2 pitch. Is a swing and a miss. That's strike 3.
Big curveball for the strikeout there, and that came after an absolute missile of a fastball. Even if you recognize the breaking ball out of the pitcher's hand, it's so hard for hitters to sit back long enough after they've seen a really good fastball. Only the best can keep their hands back on those.
And that'll bring up the former top prospect Harrison Bader as he comes up empty on a pitch right down the middle for strike 1. He's working on a 1-for-2 game so far. Taken off the outside as the breaking ball couldn't catch the corner. 2-1.
Hey, after those two breaking balls missed, you have to be sitting on a fastball right here.
A little early, and now it's even at 2-2. 2 out, nobody on. So a full count now. Fouled away. He's set. The 3-2, and he lays off ball 4. So now the potential winning run is aboard at first.
That was a great battle right there. He tried to get him to chase, but he laid off some really tough pitches and got a walk. Got to tip the cap to the batter that time.
Lane Thomas will be called upon here to hit with the game on the line. Before the pitch, a check on that winning run at first. And he'll get back in safely. He slaps that one away, and the count will be 0-1. He's got a chance to end this one and send these fans home happy if he can get a ball deep enough into the gap. Behind 0-2 now. Nothing in 2, the pitch.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Frozen on the fastball. Never had a chance, and the inning is over. 1 left for the Cardinals. Score remains deadlocked at 1. Junior Fernandez takes the mound as he'll be the first man to pitch here in extra innings.
Number 44, Junior Fernandez.
So the batting order turns over now, and set to go Shed Long. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. First offering on its way. He takes it to the opposite field, high and deep to left. And he's going to make the catch on the warning track. A fine running play there for the first out.
The batter, number 3, shortstop, JP Crawford.
Ready for another chance? J.P. Crawford. He struck out swinging in his last trip to the plate.
Sometimes you just got to tip your cap to the guy on the mound. He's getting paid to try and get you out as well. Anytime it gets up there north of 7, 8 pitch ABs, sometimes it just comes down to pure execution. Let's see if he makes the adjustment right here.
Right-hander starts to loosen out in the bullpen now. Here comes the 1-0. Perhaps a little low there. It's 2-0. Nearly got the inside, but ruled a ball. One out, nobody on. That one's right down the middle for a strike with the fastball. 3-1. And he lays off ball 4. Now the potential go-ahead run is on base here.
Just a nice piece of hitting right there, especially in extra innings. He didn't try to win the thing by himself or be a hero. He just patiently worked the at-bat until he earned the walk. We'll see if his teammates can pick him up now.
In now, Tim Lopes. There's one away. The runner at first represents the potential go-ahead score. Double play is in order, however. Here's the first pitch.
That was a pretty good fastball after he walked the hitter previous. There was a little angry on that heater.
The 0-1.
Nope, that's down.
And there's ball 2 now. Possible go-ahead runs on first, 1 away. And this is lined softly to the left side, but foul. And that misses there, so he runs the count full now. And he misses with it, ball 4, so the potential go-ahead run moves into scoring position now.
Now batting, the catcher, Tom.
Ready for another shot now, Tom Murphy. It was a walk in his last trip. Here's the first pitch. In there, 0-1.
With some traffic on the base paths, nice job by the pitcher to execute strike 1.
One and one. And he comes back with a fastball. 1-2 now.
That's the exact spot to lean on as a reliever. As a hitter, you just have to tip your cap and look for the next one.
Runners are at first and second with 1 away. Yank the slider across that time, laid off for a ball. And he takes ball 3, so it's a full count now.
I don't think he can afford another base runner here, so whatever pitch he feels best about, whichever one he feels most comfortable with, that's the one I expect him to turn to.
Now the 3-2 pitch. Fly ball out to straightaway right. Fowler has a read on it. 2 down.
The left fielder, number 1, Kyle Lewis.
Digging in once again, Kyle Lewis. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. Here's the first pitch. Hit down the third baseline. This gets foul. It's 0-1. 2 down, runners at first and second. And it's fouled away. Now the 0-2 pitch. And he missed with it. It's 1-2. A ball and 2 strikes. Hit the other way out toward right field. Fowler is there, and he'll make the catch to retire the side. Mariners leave a couple. Still tied 1 apiece. Brendan Brennan comes on to start the home 10th, and he's just hoping to get this one into the 11th inning.
Brandon Brennan.
And now back to the leadoff spot in the St. Louis lineup. Stepping in, Colton Wong. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes.
0-1's the count.
And the pitch.
1-1.
And this is popped up near second base. And there's the first out.
The third baseman, number 13, Matt Carpenter.
Here's Matt Carpenter. No hits in 3 tries so far. He's struck out once. First delivery to him on the way. Action in the bullpen now as a right-hander begins to throw out there. Bases are empty, 1 man out. And here's a fastball in for strike 1. 91 miles an hour that time.
Great job of doubling up with a fastball inside. A lot of times you'll see a pitcher go in there, but they won't go back in there a second time. This guy's not afraid to pitch inside.
The 1-1 pitch. And he fouls this one off. One, 2 is an off-speed pitch. No dice. It's 2-2. Here it comes. He takes strike 3 called on the fastball. Couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away.
Now batting.
Ready now, Paul Goldschmidt. He comes into this appearance in the midst of a 1-for-4 day. Now here's the pitch. And a good pitch on the inside corner for strike 1. Set up away with the changeup, but it's 1-1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Gonzalez giving chase. He gets there to make the play, and that ends the inning. So they go quietly here in this half inning. No winner yet. On to inning number 11 we go. All tied at 1-1. John Brebbia takes the mound to start the 11th inning.
Number 60, John Brebbia.
Standing in, Carlos Gonzalez. It was a flyout for him in his last trip.
Carlos Gonzalez.
Here comes the first pitch. Fouled off. A windup and the 0-1. And this is high, a ball and a strike. The 1-1.
Nope. That's inside.
To 2-2 now.
You know, from a hitter's perspective, you get pounded in, and then he throws a nasty changeup away. Is the mindset to tell yourself that he's going to go in and out all day long, or is he going to double up? That's the cat and mouse we're seeing right now.
Hard hit ball to second. And the throw to first is in time. 1 gone.
Now batting, the first baseman, Evan White.
Stepping into the box, Evan White. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. First pitch coming. Here it is. Didn't quite catch the zone there. Ball one. And a changeup here, but that's taken low in the dirt for a ball. One out, nobody on. That one's in there on the black. 2-1.
Nasty 2-0 slider right there for a strike. No shame in tipping your hat.
The 2-1 is swung on and missed for strike number 2. Fouled away. The 2-2 is a wave and a miss. He struck him out.
Wow, we've seen some really impressive pitching in this one. You could say these lineups have been anemic, but I always like to give credit to pitching and defense, and they've been fantastic all game long.
Stepping in now, Malik Smith. As he'll take a look at a slider that can't make it back to the corner. It's ball one. Struggling so far in this one and looking to erase his 0 for 4 ball game right here. The windup and the 1-0.
That's ball 2. Count 2-1.
2 out, nobody on. At the knees for a called strike, and it's back to even at 2-2. Mariners center fielder now with a full count. 3 balls and 2 strikes.
Looked to me like he tried to do way too much on that 2-2 pitch. You don't have to come into the zone on that count, but a pitch that far outside isn't going to tempt anyone to swing.
And he lays off. Ball 4. Now the potential go-ahead run is on base here.
Now batting, the pitcher.
Dylan Moore will look for some 2-out magic here as he'll pinch hit with 2 gone and a runner at first.
Number 25, Dylan Moore.
Before the delivery, a check on that go-ahead run at first. And he just manages to get his hand in. First pitch hacking here, and that's the first strike. There are 2 gone and the possible go-ahead run at first. And he lays off for ball 1. Now a throw over to first, and he is tagged out here. Boy, a bad mistake that time as he's picked off to end the inning. None left for Seattle. Score remains tied 1-1. Now the skipper's on his way out toward the home plate area, and I believe that means we're going to have a double switch here. Yoshihisa Hirano takes over now to start the home 11th, and he's looking to get this one to the visiting 12th.
Number 6, Yoshihisa Hirano. Now playing first base and batting
at
up.
the plate, Paul DeYoung. He'll go to work trying to do something about breaking this 1-1 tie. And the pitch. Low for ball 1. Down the left field line and deep. And no one can get there. It's a foul ball. Now the 1-1 pitch. Takes a pass and misses. That's strike 2. And he struck out again. That's the 3rd time he's gone down on strikes in this one.
The pitcher, number 4.
Into the box now, Yadier Molina. He comes into this appearance in the midst of a 1-for-4 day. He's ready. Here's the first offering. And he takes ball 1. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Two and 0 now.
Wow, that's what a veteran hitter will do, right? Takes 2 really good pitches, both just missing the strike zone, and puts himself into a good 2-0 hitter's count.
2 balls and a strike to Molina.
Threw that fastball right by him. He had no chance to get the barrel of that one.
Belted high in the air out to left. Going back is the left fielder. At the track. Gone! Santa Maria. Game over. A solo shot here to left. And none bigger than that one as this ball game is over.
Hey, when you get to extra innings, you're looking to piece together a rally or scratch any runs you can across the plate. But he says, hey, to heck with that. I'm going to do it with 1 swing of the bat. So a walk-off home run ends this thing in extras. That was fun.
Cardinals' efforts in our game this afternoon were spearheaded by the play of this man, Yadier Molina. Don't put that card in your bicycle spokes. He's our top player of the game.
Yeah, he really made it happen with the bat in this one. You see here 2 hits and 1 was a long ball, so he has to feel pretty good about what he did here.
Pitching and defense game 2-1, the final score this afternoon. John Brebbia is the winning pitcher of record. So that's a wrap for us in this one. Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, Matt Vasgersian. We all thank you for watching Major League Baseball on MLB Network. See you next time.